Russ, knowing kind of how bad you want this to work, how tough was it to spend overtime on the bench? And I guess, how much does it help that you guys were able to get the win?
I mean, the best part about this game is you win. Guys competed, we won the game, and that's all that matters.
As much as I love Russell Westbrook personally, sometimes all of the negative aspects about him this season just overweighs all of the positive, and there are some positives. Ever since being traded to the Lakers this past offseason, Russell Westbrook has always remained at the spotlight when talking about headlines every single time he plays. Whether he's putting up a monster stat line or putting up the worst stats ever, everybody right now is talking about Russell Westbrook. And as I just mentioned, that the negatives are overweighing the positives. From what it sounds like right now, Russell Westbrook is giving the Lakers no other options than to be traded. Let me say this now to get this out of the way. Russell Westbrook is a first ballot Hall of Famer and has had a Hall of Fame career. But playing on the Lakers right now, unfortunately, this just might be one of the lowest points of his career, and of course, it's kind of the downhill. When you watch Russell Westbrook play right now, you can tell something's different, whether it's the age, his player efficiency, or of course just him just getting worse. Russell Westbrook just isn't the MVP caliber player we once saw a few years ago. Which goes back to my title, the Lakers have no other options but to trade Russell Westbrook, and with the NBA trade deadline coming up in a couple of days, I believe it's almost inevitable that they're going to trade him, and there are signs pointing towards it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So if you're new, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Russell Westbrook being traded. The most recent report we got was this, that Russell Westbrook's role with the Lakers is murkier than ever after overtime benching leads to a crucial win. On February 5th, the Lakers took on the New York Knicks, and during that game, Russell Westbrook was terrible, only playing 29 minutes, shot 1 of 10 from the field goal, scoring 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the craziest part of this game is that the Lakers went to overtime with the Knicks, and Russell Westbrook was benched during this overtime period, replaced by Talen Horton-Tucker. Frank Vogel, their head coach, was asked of why Russell Westbrook was benched, and he said this: "Playing the guys that I thought were going to win the game," he acknowledged that Russell Westbrook was having a tough night on both sides of the ball. And then he said he figured that he'd get more off-ball and defensive action from Talen Horton-Tucker, and that LeBron was rolling and he assumed the ball would be in his hands most of the time. Frank Vogel made a very smart response to this question, and honestly, it was the right answer. But the dark secret is I do believe there are talks behind the scenes that Russell Westbrook could be on the move, and clearly if they're not playing Russell Westbrook in crunch time, it means he's not being valued as before. But this wasn't the first incident. On January 19th, when the Lakers faced the Indiana Pacers, Russell Westbrook got benched in the entire fourth quarter because Frank Vogel felt that Talen Horton-Tucker and Malik Monk would be better off closing out the game. And on that day was the beginning of all of these rumors that Russell Westbrook is giving the Lakers no options but to move on from him. But going back to the Knicks game, what's crazy is that Russell Westbrook was actually booed and benched against the Knicks that game. I want you guys to watch this clip quickly of the fourth quarter where Malik Monk passes to Russell Westbrook at the corner, and I simply want you guys to see how the Lakers arena reacted. Check this out.
From most of the year. Westbrook off the glass, badly misses. You hear the groans from the crowd. He's hearing some boos. Not the first time this year. Trying to contain Malik Monk. Westbrook going about it. Crowd kind of telling him no, and he missed. Westbrook going about it. Crowd kind of telling him no, and he missed it. Davis another rebound.
We all see it. Russell Westbrook is struggling. He can't shoot, he's not efficient, he's turning the ball over, and I do believe the Lakers are going to try to trade him in these upcoming days. And for this video, I want to give you guys 3 trade scenarios that are realistic revolving Russell Westbrook. Right now, there are so many rumors about potential superstars, all-stars the Lakers can get with Russ. But right now, with his value being at an all-time low, the 3 trade proposals I'm offering is, I believe, the most realistic and likely. The first trade on this list is with the New York Knicks, and it's the Lakers offering up Russell Westbrook, DeAndre Jordan, Kent Bazemore in exchange for Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and Nerlens Noel. I believe this is a very realistic and likely scenario because the Knicks have just been very vocal saying they're putting Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and even Alec Burks in the open trade market. For this specific deal, I put Nerlens Noel in replace of Alec Burks because I believe if the Lakers trade Russell Westbrook, they're going to at least want a big back to solidify a pretty decent front court. And with Anthony Davis right now needing help there, Nerlens Noel will be a good fit. Of course, right now Kemba Walker is in that same conversation with Russell Westbrook of a digressing and downgrading point guard all-star. But with the Lakers right now not needing a superstar, they need good quality depth. These three players joining the Lakers would be a good return package for Russell Westbrook. The next trade scenario is with the Boston Celtics, and it's the Lakers trading their rival team and getting good quality depth in return. And this trade I believe will be a blockbuster deal. It will be the Lakers offering up Russell Westbrook, Kent Bazemore again, DeAndre Jordan, their 2027 first round pick in exchange for Marcus Smart, Al Horford, the return of Dennis Schroeder, and Josh Richardson. I believe this is a full-time package where the Lakers end up doing a swap of good quality depth and of course helps out each team. On the Celtics' perspective, they want to rebuild around Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but bringing in Russell Westbrook to lead these two young stars would be great, as Russell Westbrook has proven to lead younger stars in the past to the NBA playoffs, and the Celtics need that leadership and experience right now. On the Lakers' perspective, they need a whole lot of all-around aspects when it comes to offense, defense, playmaking, three-point shooting, and of course in this package, they get a little bit of everything. Marcus Smart is a great two-way player, Al Horford is a vet that can space the floor, the return of Dennis the Menace, of course the Lakers have had interest in him before, and Josh just brings a wing player that brings the 3-and-D presence that could be a two-way presence that of course can help off the bench or even start. I believe Josh could even be a better Avery Bradley off the bench. Of course, the biggest question is, would the rival Boston Celtics help out the Lakers? Because this deal, I believe, would benefit the Lakers more than it would benefit, of course, Boston. And the last trade scenario is something we're hearing about the possibility of a Russell Westbrook trade for John Wall. This is the simple deal: Russell Westbrook and the Lakers' future first-round pick in exchange for John Wall. This right now is a popular opinion, as reportedly the Rockets are open to bringing back Russell Westbrook to of course lead Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. Of course, there's two ways to look at this deal. On the Rockets' perspective, they know John Wall is going to walk this summer, and even if they get Russell Westbrook will walk this summer. And that's why if the Rockets can't find any suitable trades for John Wall, they have to at least invest in a future first-round pick, which is what the Lakers are offering. Of course, I do believe if the Lakers had better first-round picks, this would be a different story, as the Rockets would immediately accept. But of course, the question is, who's better of Russell Westbrook and John Wall? I'm saying Russell Westbrook is better, but John Wall just might be a better fit on the Lakers than Russell Westbrook is, simply according to playing style. So yes guys, this wraps up my video today talking about Russell Westbrook and how right now he is giving the Lakers no other option but to trade him. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts, as the NBA trade deadline is 3 days away. Do you believe the Lakers are going to trade Russell Westbrook, or are they going to hold on to him? Put your thoughts down in the comments below and let's start a conversation. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. See you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!